Yes. Like, yes, questions?
Is I think go through the this the coming week right,
Yeah.
next week right
Yeah.
is my emaths.
Yes.
So my last exam is actually emaths.
Yeah.
So we will, I guess we focus more on
E
emaths
first.
first.
E first, right? Or
Yeah, E
yeah,
first.
okay, please come.
Okay.
Oh, you asked me about the chart thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
It's the
just
data analysis,
yep,
right?
just give you a very brief introduction to the chart thing. So this is called a pie chart.
Yeah. I know there's pie chart, pictogram,
Mm.
bar graph, line graph,
Mm. Okay,
histogram.
so you have a pie chart. Okay, then you have the a bar chart, or sometimes they call this histogram. And then you have the line chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes they will ask uh, why use the bar chart instead of the line chart.
Yeah.
So this one is for you to see the trend. Okay, for you to see the trend. Line chart is for you to see the trend, whether it trends up or it trends down. So this one is for comparison. So it's very easy to see. Let's say this is the gen output for a factory. Then this is the fed output. Then this is the March output. So it's very easy to compare which output is the highest. Okay, so bar chart is for comparison. So probably they will say why we don't use bar chart, why we use the line chart for this. So the line chart is for you to see the trend, whether it trends up or trends down. Okay, then for this is for the you want to see the ratio or the proportion, the proportion. Okay, so let's say this is like this is 90 degree, then you know this is 1/4, right? Yeah, then if I tell you this is 180, so that means this is half, right? So it's very easy for you to see the ratio or the proportion. Like, you understand? Okay, so sometimes they might ask you which chart you recommend for this data set. So sometimes they'll ask you whether you want like given bar chart and line chart, which chart you want to use to represent this set of data. So then you have to think about the benefits of using each of these. Okay, make sense? Okay, good. Then of course, then you ask me that question. Actually, the the starting point actually is 25. If you notice.
Oh.
Yes, and then it's not 0. So that's quite misleading in a way. So it's 25. Then over here is 30.
I guess you
Yep.
kind of misled
Then,
me.
huh?
You kind of misled me.
Yeah. So you can also state that it does not
Makes sense.
it does not. No. So basically, what is so misleading is maybe one of them is like the this graph doesn't start from 0. It start from 25. Okay. But of course, you can state other misleading features of this chart also. Okay, so you see, it's at 25, right? Right? So next is over here, if you look closely, over here is 5 unit, right? Okay. Then over here is the gap here is how much? So this is, let's assume this is 50. This is 40. Then this is 10 unit, right? Right? Then over here to here is what? No, over here I really need a ruler. Okay, let me just, because without the ruler I don't think I can oh, this is not 50. Okay, so
Oh, then I don't.
mm, so over this is 50, correct? Okay, so this is maybe 48. So this, okay, this is 50, this is 48, then this is 40, then this is 30, right? Okay, so once we have drawn this out, right? So is there other misleading feature of this for this chart? So over here is the difference is 5, and then the total here is what? Is 40. I will find that it's quite misleading. Why? Because this one is 5 and this is 40. So mathematically we should have 8 of this, right? To get 40, right? You understand me? But somehow I I don't think the height of this looks like 8 of this. Right? Does it make sense? Yeah, so probably you say, okay, over here the height of this represents 5. 5 what? 5,000. And then in order to have 40, right? I mean, the height of this should be 8 times of this, but actually it's, it's like less than 3 times. So it's kind of like quite misleading.
Actually, it's
Okay.
because the starting point is 25.
Yeah.
I think you can see that.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to share with you the. Is this my paper or your paper?
Your paper.
Okay, I can share with you the answer, the answer that given in the answer booklet. But you have to. I mean, I want to share with you my thoughts on this question without looking at the answer itself. Yes. Yes. Okay. So two misleading features of the graph. They don't start at 0. They don't start from 0. Then of course the size of this and the size of it, they don't match mathematically. Right?
Yeah.
So 5, 40, then I should see 5, then 8 times of 5 should get. So the height of this should be much higher. But it's not
But it's
here.
not.
Yeah. Okay, good. Next. Yep. Next.
Actually, let me go to my mock.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there was this one
faced?
question. I think it's also from your homework.
Mm.
Wait, let me find it. Where is it? Is this one?
Mm. What's it about?
I don't know if I asked you this.
Yeah, what was it
It's
about?
like asking the equation of the quadratic graph, and then
Yes.
they give you the graph cuts at
Okay, yes.
graph cuts at
Yes.
the x-axis at 2
Yes.
points,
Yes.
and then it also passes through a certain.
They ask you to
coordinate.
sketch or
No, equation of the graph.
they give you the graph.
No,
They
they
want to
just give you the
Yep,
two
okay,
intersection
yes.
points and
Yes. Yes.
coordinate.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I know it's like the completing square.
Actually, no need, right? No need, right? Can you just airdrop to me?
Okay.
Yeah, screenshot airdrop. Mm. Save. Mm. So for this question, right? First thing, what is the format of a quadratic equation?
Y equals x squared.
Yep. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, let me emphasize this one more time. So when you have, let's say next time if you have y equals to 2x squared plus 1, so in this case, right, they don't have the x to power, I mean they don't have the x to power 1 term, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when they don't have a no x to power 1 term doesn't mean there is no x to power 1 term. Actually,
It's
mathematically it's 0 times
0.
x to power 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a way, right, if you want to write it in full, you can actually do it this way. Okay, then you will have your ABC, and then you just sub in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will say, hey, I don't have the B, then how can I solve using the formula?
Actually, sometimes for this, you can see that you can actually like simplify by saying by putting 2 times x plus 1 square. I think that's a way, right? Oh no.
Hold on, what are you talking about? I'm talking about you need to get the ABC out, then you can use the quadratic formula.
Oh, okay.
What you're talking about?
Something else.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is if they don't give you the b, somehow there is a b, but the b is just 0. Yes, but some students say, hey, I don't have the b, how to solve it using the quadratic formula? There is no way because I need a b, right? The formula is x equal to what? Minus b, right? Plus minus. Correct. So the student say, hey, I don't have the b, then that means I cannot solve. Wrong. You are wrong. There is a b, but the b is 0. So the same thing. You ask me about the tangent minus a, right? Okay. So in fact, I want to use the same example. I mean, I hope you see the similarity between these two. Okay. They don't give you 0 doesn't mean there is no. So in a way, right, over here you can see it as tangent 0 minus the a. These two, they are the same mathematically, right? But if you don't use this, and then you go and open a bracket using the formula. Okay, I cannot remember the tangent, so let's use sine to do this question. Let's say sine, right? Okay, so you need to do this, right? And then after that, you open a bracket. It's sine 0, cosine a, minus is minus, so it's cosine 0, sine a, right? So sine 0 is 0, cosine 0 is 1, so it's minus sine a. Okay, so I prove to myself sine negative a is equal to negative sine a. I prove to myself, not like you. Oh, sine negative a, okay lah, this minus sign, okay lah, just put it out. It's like I will ask you, what's the reason? Don't know. I think so. You get my point or not? You cannot. I mean, you think so and you are right. That means you are lucky. You are lucky. But if I do it this way, I follow it. I follow the formula. Okay. I prove to myself. This is negative sine a is equal to sine negative a. I prove to myself. That means I'm confident. I'm confident about this. This one, you're not confident. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is if you go to do the cosine minus a, right? It might give you cosine a also. It depends. You know why I say it depends? It depends on the formula. Yes. So you don't assume. Don't memorize. Some teachers, they ask their student to memorize. I don't, because I know if you memorize, there are too many things to memorize. So far I don't think I have asked you to memorize. I cannot recall what I asked you to memorize also.
Quadratic formula.
Or that one I asked you to use do the calculator if you cannot solve it quadratic formula.
Yeah, you know, yes. My emaths teacher said,
yes.
She say that if your calculator gives you decimal, you can't just put the decimal. You must first use the quadratic formula, then show how you get to the decimal. You know, like sometimes.
Okay, so no, okay, my experience with the Bukit Merah Secondary School is this. So they say their teacher accept this. Okay, let me just take this as an example. So your quadratic formula is this. Okay, is right. They say so you write down the formula. Then after that you write down your a equals to 2, b equals to 3, c equals to negative 1. Then they just use their calculator. So x is equal to use their calculator. Then they will get one value. Then they get another value. That's it. This is their entire working.
Wow.
Yes. What your teacher says?
She say you use the quadratic formula, but she never say go through all the steps. I mean that's what she taught us to do. So
what?
Like go through like sub in then do.
Sub in then do. No, I mean I also encourage you to do that, but save you save so much time by doing this.
No risk.
Huh? And no risk, yes.
Yeah,
no
if
risk.
You get the answer wrong.
Yes. Sometimes you sub in, you might get it wrong. Understand me?
Yeah.
So probably you just do it this way first. Then if you still have the time, then you go and do the sub in. Okay, my time, right? My teacher says I need to do this. Sub in. Make sure your square root cover everything. Yeah. Okay, I sub in. After that, I don't do already. I straight away use the calculator. That's my time. I think this one is
It's
very safe.
Yeah.
They can't fault you for anything. Okay?
Because it's based on like the marking.
No, but the thing is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this thing. I just want to key the 2, 3, -1 into the calculator.
Calculator get the
Yes,
decimal.
yes. I'm not going to do this, okay? I show this just to tell the teacher I know what I'm doing. Alright? But when it comes to the x and the x1 and x2, right, I'm not using this to do it. I use the calculator. You understand me or not? This saves you a lot of time. Okay, good. Next.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Next.
Cool.
Okay, yes. Come back to this question. Yeah, we are actually talking about this question. I'm sorry. Never mind. So a lot of these things we have to make sure that we. Okay, so over here you have this quadratic, and then they cut the x-axis. So that means when they cut the x-axis, right, you know the two factor already. Because basically they tell you these are the two roots. So how do you get the two roots? So it's x plus 2 and x minus 3. This will give you two roots.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it says what? The quadratic graph also passes through a point with coordinate this. Find the equation. So why do you think this is needed?
Let me think. To find the.
Because first thing first,
value.
this is the roots, right? So from the roots, you know that the box method will give you the roots.
Yeah.
So I get the roots, so I have
Put in the using the bracket.
yeah, use the bracket. So it means basically these two alone I already can get this. Why this is needed? So I expand it out. X square.
Plus
So
2x.
x square minus x minus 6. Yes, so it's y equals, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So now I try to sub in the -3 in. See if we can get 5. So this is 9. This is minus minus is plus 3. So it's minus 6, right? So it's 12. Minus 6 is 6. I don't get 5. And how? And how? That means I'm trying to ask you why this the quadratic passes through this point, why it matters. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you add something like you add like a constant like that. You know, like a number, whole number.
Yes.
Like
yes.
it's like the completing square to
Yes.
add to make it equal to
Yes.
5.
But actually, right, for this question, you don't do this approach. Like, oh, they give you the two roots, then you try to get in into factor. Don't do it this way. Because it doesn't work, ma.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, so that means this way of doing it is wrong, in a way, right? So there is another way. So that's why I asked you the format is ax squared plus bx plus c, right? Right? So your job is to sub in the value. So I sub in this value first. So y is equal to 5. Then a 9a negative b plus c. This is equation 1. Does it make sense? You sub in the x and y into it. Then you get this.
How come you b become into negative b?
Oh, negative 3b. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were like doing some
Negative
tricks
3b.
in your mind. So
No.
I didn't understand.
Good. So it's negative 3b.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Good. So next, I'm going to sub in this. By the way, they give you this. That means they tell you it's -2 and 0 lah. So you 0. So negative 2 in. So it's 4a, right?
Yeah.
Negative 2b, right?
Mm.
Plus c. This is equation 2. So again, 0. So 3 in, right? So it's 9a
Like
plus 3b.
simultaneous
Then yes. Then plus the c is 3, right? So you can solve. This is 3 equation 3 unknown.
But
Take your calculator. Yeah, you feel like.
I feel that for a 2-mark question, this is too much.
No, this is not too much.
This is too much.
Actually, it's not too much. Because I'm going to show you. You just punch all this into your calculator, you get the answer. Equation. Can you see 2? Can you see 2?
Okay.
2 is for x, y, z. So your over here is your x, y, z. 1 is for x and y. That means the 1 is for 1 is for 2 unknown. The 2 is for 3 unknown. So you just use the 2. Then you just put 9 minus 3 and 1. 9 minus 3 and 1. Sorry. 9, then key in first.
Yeah.
Minus 3 and then 1. Then they ask you for the D, which is 5 in this case. Okay? Then next row. 4 minus 2 plus 1, 0. Then 9, 3, 1, 0.
0. I put 0.
Yeah. So that's your A.
Oh, because D is 0.
Yeah. 0 ma.
Oh.
Okay. Then this is your A. And this is your B. This is your C. Okay, so that's how you solve
Oh my
this.
god. I can just do simultaneous equation on this.
You actually, right, this is also something like the quadratic formula. Some students, they really go and do the quadratic formula without using a calculator, and sometimes they end up with the wrong answers. But for smart students like mine, they will use the formula just to fake it. Okay, they just use the calculator, so the answers are right. Then for this is the same thing. This is just a disguise. I'm not going to solve this like simultaneously. I'm not going to do that. Like what substitution method lah, elimination method. I'm not going to do that. Sorry to say, it's stupid. So I just use my calculator and just make it my ABC. Make sense?
So then if they, in emaths they ask, right, the first few questions, like do simultaneous equations.
Hold on. That simultaneous equations, right, you cannot use this because that one is a quadratic simultaneous equations. Unless you have a linear. By the way, this is linear. That's why when you solve the cubic equation, my student use the calculator to solve for x. You go and do it any other way manually, that one is for you to practice. You remember I told you how to check the answers, right? For cubic. Let's say I give you 5x cubed minus 4x squared minus x plus 3 equal to 0. I also use the calculator, right? Yeah, never mind. So if you don't use the calculator, basically you handicap yourself. You handcuff yourself. You, of course, you can use the long division, blah blah blah. That one is for you to get the working, get marks for the working. But the right thing to do to get the right answers is trust the calculator. If there is a discrepancy between calculator answer and your working answer, you better follow. Yes. So that's how you solve this question. Understand? Sub in, then get. Okay. Next.
Alright, do you think I should get like a spare, like a battery?
Yeah, yes, you should. No, you don't get a spare battery. You just ask your brother for his calculator, then just return to him. But you're not going to change calculator during the test, right? Yeah. So what's the point of getting a spare battery?
No, like the day of the exam.
Or you change it? Or I'm afraid that you change battery, you somehow screw up somehow, then
No,
you need to buy another
I
calculator.
check it.
Okay, yes. So it's better to just ask your brother. If your brother does not need the calculator for that day, just get another spare calculator. Yeah, good. Next question. Oh, standard form. Yeah, talking about standard form. You know about standard form?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you need to take note. If I give you 60 million, right? Okay, you cannot express as 0.6 times 10 to the power of 8.
Must be 6.
Yes, because that's why I say it must be, I think it's,
Less than 10.
I think 1 must be 1 and less than 10. Okay? Okay, it cannot be less than 1. Okay? Good, next. And you know all this, right? You should know all this, right? K is 1000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know my, okay, this is the 10 to the power of 3, the positive number. What about the negative 3? 10 to the power negative 3?
Hold on. Is it millimeter?
Then yes, negative 6 is milli.
Wait, this one.
Yep, wait, yep.
Is that micro?
Micro, yes.
Then nano.
Yes, good.
Because
Okay.
it's physics.
Yes, I know, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I should know
They call
this.
it prefixes, right?
If not, I fail.
Yeah, prefixes.
Oh yeah. I think think there was a question. I was just revising my emaths.
Yeah.
Then there was this question that this one. I forgot. I remember there's like some tricky stuff on this. So
okay, what question is this? Number one, like you need to know how to filter, right? Like you say.
Oh yeah. So
which question? K or J? J. Okay. Yes.
Anything.
Okay. Anything.
Same concept.
Okay. So what question is it? Is it the exact value one or not exact value?
Not exact value.
Not exact value. So you just solve it like normally lah.
Use the
Yeah. So I should see sign positive, then you should choose the quadrant.
Oh, this one is my O.
O one, yeah.
I didn't do it.
Then what you're asking me then?
How to do?
Oh, you better practice first. I also want to see your practice. See, what are your shortcomings? You do it now?
No, I tried doing it. Then I.
No, I want to see your working. I want to see your working so that I know where your shortcomings are. Like, you understand? If you because I realize if you just listen to my working, it's like, oh yeah, everything is yeah. Until you have to do it on your own, it's like, oh no. I want to see how many oh no. Okay. Oh, just now my student just pinch Diamond's face without asking for permission. Are you okay with that?
No.
Not okay, yeah. You see, generally mother is not okay. Father is more easy going.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just like I cannot just anyhow pinch your face, right? Cannot, right? Yeah, you see. No, I mean I don't want you to have this habit. Then you go and pinch other people's face. But looks like you're not following our steps.
Yeah, you must first find the.
No, I think you have forgotten our steps already. Do you agree? If you don't follow our steps, you do it your way. I think 2 out of 4 you will get it wrong. Like you will get it wrong 50% of the time, you will get it right 50% of the time. But if you follow my step, right, I will say you will get it 100% of the time. Okay, so can you memorize the steps? What's the question? Sine theta minus 10 degree is equal to 0.6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Memorize every single step. Okay? Memorize every single step. So first thing first, sine positive. I mean sine positive means sine is equal to positive 0.6. So therefore, the region is all science teacher. Okay? So you pick the A and S region. Right? So you write down the formula for these two regions. So what's the formula?
180 minus.
Very good. 180. So basically, theta is equal to okay, hold on. So theta is equal to 180 minus the basic angle. Then over here is theta is equal to the basic angle, right? Right? Good. The next step is sine inverse 0.6. What's the answer?
It is 36.869.
Okay. 36.869 degrees Celsius, right? Okay, good. So, therefore, you ask yourself, this one falls into which one?
It's on
A. Okay, good. So, therefore, this is theta is 36.869 degree, which is also equals to your basic angle.
Yeah.
Okay, and by the way, your calculator always give you one of the theta. Okay, so in this case, right, this is the basic angle. So if this is the basic angle, your another theta should be 180 minus the basic angle, which is 36.869 degree, right? Then you use your calculator. Yeah, help me out. 143.131. Okay, good. Okay, so now this question is slightly different because you are doing for sine inverse 0.6, right? They give you this 36.869 degree, right? So you are doing this, and this answer actually is for this one. So therefore, you still have to do theta minus 10 is equal to this. Okay? And then for this one, you have to do theta minus 10 is equal to 143 or 131. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
And now, my question is, what is the range given to you? Without range, you have an infinity pool of answers.
20 to 368.
Okay, good. So good. So write down. So actually, okay lah. The best practice is start with the range. So the range is 0 theta to 360, right?
Yeah.
Is it included or not included? It matters, okay? It matters.
Included.
Okay, included. Very good. So 0, I mean theta is between these two, right? So now theta minus 10 is between 350 and negative 10. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? So actually the best practice is always start with the range. Then you continue with this. Understand? Okay, now. So your job is to plus a 360 here. And then minus a 360 here. Why?
To see if it's
Yes, so to see whether it's still within the range for the next set of angles. Okay? Then of course this one also. Plus 360 minus 360. Okay? So basically you will have one answer here, you will answer, one answer. So after that you get all these answers. So you can get the, so your theta here is 1, because you plus 10, right? So it's 153.131 degree. So for the significant figure round off, go and do it yourself, okay? I'm not here to teach you the round off. Just focus on the approach first. Okay? So these two answers, are they in the range for the theta? Yes, right?
Yes.
Yep. Then you need to test for this. Then minus the 10, I mean plus the 10, see whether that one's still within the range or not. Then you, if they are not within the range, you just cross. So no need to care about it. Okay? You check and they are not in the range versus you never check and you assume they are not in the range. These are two different things. Okay? You understand me or not?
Yeah.
A lot of students, they don't check. And then they somehow they get the right answer. They are lucky. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, good. Okay? That's how you solve this, yes.
Yeah. There was this one question as well. Hold on, let me find it. It's probably underneath everything.
What, everything?
My English papers and everything.
Oh, okay.
Because I had English, so I was studying that.
Okay.
Oh, it's this one.
What do you study for English? There's nothing for you to study.
English.
Oh, okay. I don't understand what you study for English.
Yeah, I don't really study. I only study like last minute because there's not much also to study.
Yes, yes.
But it's just the format.
Oh, format. Oh, that one is okay.
Eh? What is it? Hold on. Come on. Where are you? Is this? Are you it? Is this it? Wait. Where is this? Hold on. This is not the one. It's not the one.
What kind of question you just tell me? Probably I can share with you.
Is a tangent? They just ask for find all the value or
Within the range.
Yeah.
So I have already taught you ma.
Yeah. Turns out I think oh no, it's not it. I did it already. Aiyo.
Then I go home. If you see the question, you ask me again over WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Next.
It's like like they ask, they give like and like there's something to solve. Then after that they ask find all the values of x of the angle or something. Then turns out I didn't
You missed out some.
Yeah, there was two more.
Yeah. Yes. You missed out some because you never look at the range. That's number one. Number two, you did not check. Okay, by the way, can I ask you a question? Why I add the 360 to this one? Why I don't add the 360 to this one? Why I minus the 360 to this one? Why I never minus the 360 to the 1153?
Oh, because the range for that is 350 to 320 to negative 10, sorry. But then the range for 140, the theta minus 10 is 360.
So you are supposed to add 360 to this one to get the theta, or you are supposed to which way you should do it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, one way is you are doing this. The other way is you get the theta already, then you go and test like plus 360, minus 360, plus 360, minus 360. Which way you do for this question?
But I thought it must plus 350.
Stop. There is no plus 350. I don't know who teach you 350.
No, because it's minus 10.
Who care about? Wait. You are asking the wrong question. You don't understand my question now. I ask you, why plus 360 here or minus 360 first?
So that you can check if it's within the range.
Very good. Why plus 360 here? Why minus 360 here?
So that you can also check if it's in the range.
Then why you suddenly tell me like what plus 350 and minus 350?
Oh, because on top there you say the 350.
Yeah.
And then the minus 10.
Yes.
So I thought that since that one is the theta minus 10.
Yeah.
You
That one and this one, what is the concept? That one is for what?
To know the range.
That one is for know the range. This one?
To know if it's within the range.
3 degree. Give me another angle that is the same position as 3 degree.
3 degree.
I give you a 3 degree. Give me another angle that is points to the same position at 3 degree. Let's say this is 23 degree. Give me another angle that points the same position as 23 degree. I give you 23 here, okay? You give me another angle that is 23 degree. What is the angle?
23.
Besides 23. You have forgotten. You can plus 360 to it. So 383 will give you the same angle. This is also 383. You can plus another 360 to this 383. Is 743. 743 points the same position. You minus 360 from 23. You get a negative number. Quick, give it to me.
Negative 337.
See? 37.
Yeah.
This is also negative 337. We talk about the concept of they give you 23 without giving you the range. You are going to have infinite answers. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
So how do we know when we stop?
Because of the range.
Exactly. So now the question is, do you understand why I go and I never plus 350 by the way. I have never plus 350. I don't know where you get the concept. I've never plus 350 before. Okay? Number one, when did I plus 350? No. I never plus 350. That's number one. Number two, why I get 350 here?
Because you minus 10.
Because the question tells me the range for theta is 0 to 360, so it makes sense if what I have is theta minus 10, so therefore the range is minus 10 to 350, right? You minus 10 here, I minus 10 here, I minus 10 here.
Yeah.
To tell me the range. To tell me the range. But why I plus 360 here? And why I minus 360 here? Why?
Because you wanted to find if the answer is within the range or not.
Because I want to keep finding more angles. So let's say I plus. I don't like to have that question because too complicated. Too many insignificant. Yeah, too many significant figure. So let's do a simple one, okay? If I get 30, okay? Then over here I get another value which is 50. 150, right? Theta is equal to 40, right? Theta is equal to 160, right? A lot of students, they will stop here. Do you know why?
Because they never plus 360.
Why? Why you need to plus 360 as my student? Why you need minus 360?
So that you can see if there's any other angle.
Exactly. So that's why I say the 30 here, you go and plus 360, you get 390, you can minus 360, you get minus 330, and then you see your 390 plus the 10, which is theta is equal to 400. Over here, theta is equal to minus 340. And for this one, you continue, you go and plus 360, and you get 510. Minus 360, you get minus 210. And then this one you plus, so your theta is equal to minus 200. This one you plus, this theta is equal to 520. And they turn out to be what? All this that you have checked, they turn out to be outside the range. So do you consider them? No. You check for it, they are not in the range, versus those students, they just stop at this. Two groups of students. Who knows? Maybe one of these happen to be in the range. If you never check, maybe one of these happen to be the range, right? So you understand why you plus 360 and minus 360. Just now when you ask me, oh, plus 350 is like, oh my god, it's like a thunderstorm. I don't know where you learned plus 350 from. When you tell me when you just now you tell me add 350 to it, I am thinking, do you even understand why I plus 360 or not? Do you even understand why I do minus 360 or not? Okay, this is by the the question I ask you is, why I go and add 360 to 30 to get 390? Why I minus 360 to 30 to get minus 30, 330? Why I don't get the theta? Why I don't go and plus the 360 here and minus 360 here? Why I don't do it? That means why I apply the 360 plus and minus 360 to the 30 degree instead of the 40 degree? That's my question now. Why?
Because the question is for the theta minus 10.
Correct. Even though you might end up with the same answers like, oh, they are not considered. But the concept is totally different. You get the theta equals to 40. You get the theta equals to 160 in this case. You go and add 360 to it, you will get 400. Then you go and minus this, you get minus 320. Then after that, you can do the same thing, plus 360, minus 360. So you go and do 360 to the theta, you go and do the minus 360 to the theta. It's wrong. It's wrong. Conceptually, it's wrong. Do you know why? Because the range is theta minus 10 to 350. So that's why your 360s should add to the 30 degrees. Understand me or not? You understand or not? You don't anyhow add 360 to the. You don't add 360 to the 40. Okay? You add 360 to the 30. To see whether actually you know one. Let's say I give you this. Theta minus 10 is from. I'll give you a range from this. And then our answer is. Let's say, assume this is the question. I'm not talking about that question. I'm just giving you an example here. What you do is you add 360 to it. And you get 390, right? Minus 360, what you get? Minus 330, right? Over here, plus 360, what you get? 510. Why I want to use this number? Because it's easier for me to do the mental calculation. If I use the 143 point, it's a waste of my time. Because I'm talking about concept here. I don't care about answers, right? I focus on the process. Not that I cannot do that question, but that question just wastes my time, right? You understand why I use this example? Yeah. Okay, good. So it's minus 210. You look at the range. You compare your this. Which one is in range? Which one is not in range? Which one is in range? 390 range in range or not in range? Not in range. Good. Minus 330. In range. Yes. Consider this. Next.
510 is not in range.
Yes. Minus 210. Very good. So what you are supposed to have is this. This is one of the answer. This is another answer. Continue. This is equal to this. Another answer. This is another answer. And then you are going to have 4 answers.
Oh yeah, this was the one they were talking about like this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, where they got 4 answers.
Yes. Yes. So when you get, let's say next time you can give me another question, like let's say they say 10. I don't like to have this. Let's say I have 2 theta minus 50 degree equals to half. Get the range out first. Okay? So let's say the range is 0 theta to 360. Get the range out. What's the range? First, 2 theta first. Right? Then minus 50, right? So this one minus 50, 6, 7, 0. This one minus 50, minus 50. So you get the range out first. Next, when you get cosine half, what is cosine half? Just give me the whole number. I don't want to care about the decimal number. 60. Yeah, very good. So cosine half, inverse half is 60 degree, right? So your job is to write down, because it's positive, so it's all C, right? So it's A, C, A is theta equals to alpha, then theta is equal to 360 minus alpha, right? So therefore, your theta is equal to alpha is equal to 60 in this case, which given by the question, like your calculator, then theta is equal to 360 minus the 60, which is 300, right? Okay, so wait. Over here is one answer is 60, the other one is 300. Okay, but this 60 and 300 is for the theta or for this one? Is for the theta or for the 2 theta minus 50?
The 2 theta minus 50.
Why? Why is not for theta?
Because the question says that the theta is, because when you did the cosine inverse half, it's actually for a 2 theta minus 50.
Correct. You don't go and, you're right. You do this cosine inverse half is for this block of thing. But our formula theta, right? Somehow we just use the formula just for our understanding. You don't assume that, oh, your theta here is 60, that's why theta is 60. No. Your cosine inverse half equals to 60, right? It's actually for theta, is for 2 theta minus 50. So basically what I want you to do is see this as a block. They can give you any nonsense, very complicated nonsense, but see as a block. So what I'm trying to tell you is this entire block is equal to 60. Right? Then this entire block is equal to 300. Don't go ahead and get the theta. Don't. Why?
Because you need to
Plus 360 here, minus 360 here. And then what do you get? 420. What do you get here? Minus 300. Right? Same thing. Don't. Your job is not to go in and find a theta. Don't. Because you have more than one theta here. Right? Then you go get the plus 360 here, minus 360 here. So you get 660, right? Then you get what? Minus 60, right? Oh, I really hate this, because I focus on the concept, and then all this I need to do mental. Okay, so ask yourself, this is the range. Which one is in range? Okay, first thing, 60 is in range, 300 is in range. What else? 420 is in range.
660.
Not in range. Not in range. Minus 60 is in range.
That one is negative 50, right? So it's
Yep.
not in range.
Not in range. Okay, good. Okay? That's it. Then you just pick 2 theta minus 50 is equal to this. Then 2 theta minus 50 is equal to this. Then you solve for the theta. Then you end up with 4 answers. Understand?
Yeah.
Don't give me a lightning rod like tell me, wow, add 350 to it. I don't know since when I talk about add 350 to it. Why add 360? Because I give you 30 degree. Just now I asked the question. I give you 30 degree. Can you give me another angle that points the same position? You cannot answer the question. That means you have forgotten the concept. I give you 30 degree. You add 360 to it. You will get the same position. That means 30, 390, blah blah blah, or whatever. They point the same position. Understand me or not? Even though 30 degree and 390 degree, the value is different, but the position they are pointing is the same position. We talk about this concept. Yeah. So that's why, because 30, 390, and of course so on and so forth, they point to the same position. So that's the reason why you need to have a range. If you don't give me a range, I have infinity. It's like an infinity pool of answers. By having the range, oh, okay, I know when to stop. Understand me? So that means if there is a question, there is no range, you know what? You can ask your teacher. If there's no range, How many answers you want? I can give you infinity answers.
Yeah.
You get the point or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So next time if you ever become a, let's say, a trigo examiner, if you don't give people the range, they can give you an infinity pool of answers. By having the range, I just want like over here. That's why you kick this out. You kick this out. If not, no range, this can be considered. This can be considered. Understand?
Okay.
Okay, good. Next. Mm.
Right, I'm trying to find the
Mm.
chapter.
Mm.
Oh yeah, so
Mm.
the cosine rule and the sine
Mm-hmm.
rule
Yeah.
are always in the cover page, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
In the formula sheet, yes.
Oh, so if like they ask us to find this x, then we use the formula
Yes.
in like the
Yes.
sine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I think that's all.
That's all. Okay. Okay. Let's look at some interesting questions that we have. Nope, not here. So emath paper 2. This one Yishun Town.
Oh yeah, you know my teacher.
Yes.
He said that the exam is very easy. He said the exam is like similar to the mock paper.
Yeah.
This
So
one.
can you do your mock then?
Yeah, it's like very easy, like
Okay.
the basic question.
Are you talking about emath?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think email will be hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take a look at your mock? I want to see which question is interesting. Probably we can talk about.
I don't think any question is interesting.
Oh, okay. None.
No.
Oh, okay. Good. Understand. Yes. Let me just. You asked me this question last time, right? I remember you asked me this question.
Yeah, now.
Which part you don't understand?
I
also don't understand what you don't understand.
But I understand everything now.
Okay, again, what?
What was the one I asked?
Yes.
Let me see.
What you asked me? Like why you cannot see last time, but now you can. I think they asked for this. Coordinate of C. Yep. Coordinate of C.
Oh, see. Oh yeah, because I thought that I cannot assume that it's like the midpoint.
Which one is not midpoint?
Like you know the C, like the C, and then this is not the midpoint.
Why you cannot assume, or why you can assume? I also want to know.
Yeah, that's why. Since I thought I could not assume, so I thought there must be an error. So I asked.
Why you can assume and why you cannot assume? You cannot answer me firmly. That means you still have problem with this.
Because BC is perpendicular to x-axis and then AB equals to AC.
Correct. So basically, you are making use of the concept of congruence, which you did not say. So that means you still cannot. I cannot. That means you get the answer. You are lucky. I can spot students whether they get the answer because they are lucky or not.
No,
They fail. They fail to check. Huh?
I got the answer because you told me.
I told you you need to use the concept of congruence. Then how come you still cannot answer me just now when I asked? Why you can accept this is the midpoint?
Yeah, I told you because the two lines are equal and then also it's perpendicular.
How do you prove it's congruent, by the way?
Or you must see you got same side, same angle.
So okay, so you tell me they are congruent. Which, like they have SAS, AAS. You know which one you use to prove?
So since common, same angle,
Yes.
and then I think
Same
you can
angle.
use S.
Where they say same angle?
No, because perpendicular to x-axis, so I can
Yeah.
see
Okay,
it's
and
90,
then
90.
90, and then
Then after that common
common.
side,
Yeah, common.
and
Yes.
then the equal.
Yes. Yes. Then
is given.
yeah. Then
So it's SAS.
you use S.
AS.
Yeah. Like this, you use SAS. Wrong. Do you know what's SAS?
Side, angle, side.
Yes. This is angle, right?
Mm.
This is side, right? This is side, right? But this angle is not sandwiched between these two sides, so you cannot use SAS. You want to use SAS? Use this as. You have to prove that these two angles are the same. That's called SAS. SAS means the angle is sandwiched, but this angle is not sandwiched by the two sides that you are using.
Oh, so it's ASS.
No, I'm asking you. You see, I asked you how you prove the congruence. You tell me SAS. Now I prove you wrong. Then you say, hey, that means you still have problems.
Because it's not. You say it's not sandwich, so
Yes.
it should be like.
You should know it's not sandwich, and you should know it's not sandwich. You cannot use SAS. Not like I tell you it's not SAS. You should realize. Oh no, I use SAS. Doesn't look right. Yeah, because the angle is not sandwich, so I cannot use SAS. You should tell me you cannot use SAS. Not I tell you. I tell you that means you have a wrong concept already. So in this case, what you can do is this. Since this is 90 degree, okay, there are many ways to prove congruence. I just use one. I'm going to use SSS because this is 90 degree. Use Pythagoras theorem. This square minus this square is going to give you this square, right? So the same thing, because this, understand me or not?
Yeah.
That's why I can prove that this is the same length.
Oh yeah, I remember right. I forgot to ask you this. There's
Okay,
one
before
question.
you understand how I use SSS now.
Yeah, because you use Pythagoras theorem.
Yes.
Maybe
You cannot use SAS if you talk about this angle. Okay?
Okay.
You understand? So I'm actually teaching you congruence by this question. You think that you know, but actually a lot of things that you don't know, or you assume you know. Okay, good. Now your question.
What about the RHS?
Correct. There's another one you can use to prove this.
Yes, but then
Actually, you don't need to use RHS because you can always use SSS.
But then I forgot how to use
RHS, right?
Yeah.
I know you will forget. I know you will forget. That's why I don't teach you RHS. I've never teach any student use RHS. I always use SS. Like by the reasoning, they have the same hypotenuse, then they have the same B, then of course they should have the same A.
Because when I was doing like practices
Yeah.
on a textbook,
Yes.
I check the answer they say RHS.
Yes.
Then I remember there's also
Yeah.
this thing called RHS.
Yes.
But then I forgot. That's why I asked you.
So once again, you prove to me whatever you are asked to memorize, you will forget. So I cannot remember what I asked you to memorize. Seriously.
Okay.
So never mind. Don't memorize. Just use SSS for right angle triangle.
Okay.
And your SAS is wrong. Okay. If you want to use SAS, you must prove that these two angles they are the same. If you cannot prove they are the same, you assume wrong. If you tell me, oh, angle dot is equal to angle dot, what's the reason? Assumption. Oh, wrong. You know when you say something, you need to give a reason. No
Yeah.
reason is wrong. Yes.
Maybe you can use like if to say I was gonna find the angle.
Yeah.
To do SAS.
Yeah, yeah. If you
I
can
can
find,
use-
yes. If you can find,
I
yes.
can use sine rule, right?
Oh, if you involve sine rule, yes, you are right. You can involve sine rule.
Because
Yes.
like sine of
Yes.
the angle.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Just
But that's too much heavy lifting already compared
Yeah.
to SSS.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that your SA is wrong, which you fail to realize. Until luckily we talk about that. Okay, never mind. Next. So I'll try to clean up all your wrong concept. Okay, hold on. Okay, good. Oh, okay. How do you prove the congruence?
Oh, so I didn't do. But okay. You want me to do now?
Yep, you should.
Okay.
Yes. No, whenever you think that you know, then when I look into it like more in depth, you still have like a lot of, not a lot, but like 10% that you fail to realize that you are wrong. And you know this 10% can actually harm you, not harm you like you cannot score an A1, just like the SAS just now.
What are you eating?
Bun.
That's
You're okay with pork?
that's not a bun.
Yeah, it's a bun. To me, it's a bun.
Okay.
Yeah, Chinese bun. You okay with pork?
No.
No.
I mean,
You can
Indians,
smell it. You can smell it, but cannot eat.
I can eat it, but it's just my parents don't let me eat it.
Oh, okay, you can.
It's not my religion.
Understand. So that means you can eat without your parents knowing lah.
I've eaten accidentally before,
And it tastes
and
nice.
I thought it's chicken.
And it tastes nice.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
You use what?
What is it? S. Is it? Yeah, S-E-S.
So, wait, it's ASS.
No, because this one's in the middle.
Then you better write the side first. You see another problem. You want to use what again? SAS, right? So you should write the first result as S. This one should be the angle sandwich, and this one should be the S. That's right. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
you're supposed to write. So let's say you use angle, right? So first, right, you write the A here. Do the side here, right? And this will be ASS, and there is no ASS. So it means your this arrangement of your this presentation is wrong.
I mean, it's more of a like it's good for you, but it's not wrong. Is it?
No, it's wrong. If you present your answer ASS, right, it's wrong. Because over here you are presenting ASS, but somehow you tell me you're using what?
SAS.
You see you see how incongruent this is.
My teacher never even correct me wrong when I do like this.
Maybe your teacher is too busy with things, or your teacher is too loose with your mistakes already. I just can't wrap my head around. You are showing me ASS, and then in the end you tell me SAS. Wow. You understand my point?
Okay.
You understand my point?
Okay.
So let's say if you are telling me you want to use the is that or AAS, right? Let's say you want to use AAS next time, you better give me A first, and then another A, then last one is S. You don't give me SAA, okay? There's no SAA, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, good. So what's it?
Okay, I know this one.
Yeah, you better present it like, let's say you want to use SAS, you present it SAS.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm.
You know this one is common, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
let's say CM equals CM, then you say common,
No, just CM is common, yeah.
or just CM common. And
Yeah, CM is common. So CM is the side, so that means your first is S.
SS, then angle. Uh,
The math teacher is a female or male?
male.
Oh, okay.
I got Amex is female.
Oh.
Amex is male.
Oh, okay. How come your male teacher is so loose with your presentation of? Huh? I thought should be very strict.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think I don't know here.
Never mind. Never mind. Can prove? Using SAS. Which one is the sandwich angle, right?
This one. Then after that I see this one. Then this is common.
How do you prove that angle is the same?
Oh, because this one they say is 90. See, this is 90, so this one
Oh,
will be 90.
okay. This makes sense to me. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Down, yeah. Up. Look at another question slowly. Yeah, good. Stop.
This one interesting. What is this one?
Yeah. But what's the on top? Oh, okay. Nothing on top. Okay. Oh yeah. Do you think you need to factorize?
No, you just say expand and simplify.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I can see you can factorize, but it's gonna just fall or what?
Yeah. Okay. Then over here, part B, you never answer it. So you never answer, that means you don't know, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. So what is this? So what is this?
Tell me set the difference between the space always the same. Oh yeah. I was doing this. So okay.
Yeah, whether you agree.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Wait. This one. Wait. Oh wait. Let me check. Oh, turns out he's kind of. Okay, let me find another one.
No need to find. They ask you to use the part A answer. What are you talking about? You must use your answer in part A to explain. If you use any other way, no mark.
Okay, yeah. But how do you use part A? Oh, you
Of course you can. You take out the 4. You take out the 4.
Okay.
So it's n plus 1. Can't you see it's always a multiple of 4?
Oh.
So if it's always a multiple of 4, it's always divisible by 4. I mean, can't you see this is always a multiple of 4?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Because 4 times 1, 4 times 2, this is called a multiple of 2,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
So if it's multiple of 4, it's divisible by 4 lah. You need to use this. If you use, they ask you to use A, right? You can do it any other way like testing, 0. Okay. Next.
So how do you write it?
Yeah, same thing. Just use the 4, then take out the 4, then n plus 1. basically just I mean the main idea is 4 bracket n plus 1 is always a multiple of 4, so it's, therefore it's always divisible. So the keyword is multiple of 4 lah. From this you can see. Okay, good, 可以了 next.
可以了。
可以了 means like good enough, go. Move on.
Okay.
Yeah. What is this projecting thing? I want to see.
I thought this was simple.
No, there is a I don't know. Like whenever I want to look at a question, right, then you kind of like feel a bit frightened because you scared I will spot all your. You think that you are right already, but somehow I look at it, I can find some faults. It's not that I want to like nitpicking. No, it's not nitpicking. Okay, can you differentiate nitpicking and really you have faults? Nitpicking is like the handwriting is so bad, all those. I'm really talking about concept. It's wrong concept. Okay, I'm not nitpicking. Okay. Express this in the form. Okay. Oh, actually, how you check your community square is like you expand, see if you can get back. Yeah. If you can get back, then you're right. Set the coordinate turning point. So when x is equal to 1. Because my x is equal to 1. Y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 1. To find the turning point. I mean this part. Why you say when x is equal to 1?
So that we can find the minimum. So like the
turning point.
Yeah, turning point.
What's the concept here to find turning point?
Okay. Yeah. So when you have like
so this is a max point.
Yeah. So you're trying to find the maximum amount of y.
Yeah, the max value.
So to get that you must add x as 1 to get the maximum. If not, it becomes negative. Like you have to minus off like the y value.
Yes, makes sense.
So therefore, you need to make it as 0.
Yes. Correct. Good that you know.
And then you get the maximum.
Yes. I want this kind of understanding. If we just, I don't know lah, just this way lah,
Okay.
Okay. So I really want you to know, like you say over here, this is max value. So you want your minus, because over is minus the something square, right? You want it to be as small as possible because you don't want to minus anything, right? So minus 0 is the small. In fact, you want to minus 1, but you cannot have minus 1 for the square.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you get the turning point. So once you get the turning point, then after that, showing all intersect. You don't make show all the intersect, especially this part. Then we keep talking about this one. You never show the intersect of this. Nice. Mama. You know it's the intercept, right?
Yeah. Y intercept.
Did you show this?
No.
No, when they say intercept means all these are called intercept. These are called x intersection point. This is called x intersection point. This is called y intersection point. So whenever you get an intersection point, you need to label. If you don't label, so in this case minus 1. So that's how you get the always the 75 A1 instead of the 90 plus A1. And by the way, when you hit O level standard, you need to score 85 and above to get A1. Sometimes you need to get 90% to get A1 because of the bell curve effect. Okay, so you don't overlook this kind of minor stuff. Okay, good. Next.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So, do you go to poly or JC?
Poly.
What poly?
Singapore Poly.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait. I thought you have a question to ask me. Over here?
This bearing.
Bearing. Okay, so how do you read bearing?
By reading it.
Okay, let's say I give you this. Because there is this very common problem. They don't understand how to read. So let's say I give you this. This is north. Do you care about the north or not? Or you just any? Never mind. How do you do this question? Show me which angle.
Bearing of A
From D. Yes. And north is this.
But oh, is I have a feeling it's 0
Why?
because wait, hold on. Wait.
Yep, sure. Holding on.
It's 0
Why?
because the north is parallel to AD.
Exactly. And by the way, so what I want to point out to you is you need to care about the north direction. If the north direction is this direction, so how do you read this is very simple. So basically the bearing of A from D, the way you read the way you read it is A from north of D. Okay? So from north of D, so I go to the north of D first, which is here. Then to A, right? Then it's 0. That's why. In this case. Okay?
Yeah.
So you need to care about the north. Okay, next. Because you don't know how to read, then all your answers are. Yep. And some more they have ripple effect. If the first one is wrong, then maybe they have ripple effect and all wrong. Yeah. Oh, this is Picasso. Square. Where's the minus? You never consider it versus you reject it.
No, because
Minus 1.
I reject in my mind. That's why.
You always then in that case you always reject in your mind. Always. Never fail. When you remember.
Because how can?
By the way, for the even power, not only for 2 yeah, even power. If you never show reject, minus 1 mark. 1 mark minus 1 mark, okay, no mark already.
How can a length be negative?
Yes, so you need to reject. Okay, you reject. You need to show that minus. Okay, so you need to show minus 24 as well, but reject because length cannot be negative. Once again, okay, you, I don't know, oversight. Oh, without using a calculator. So how do you show without using a calculator? How do you show without using a calculator? Oh, okay, Tokaso. But anyway, for this question, the really strict teachers, they will fault you because this is improper fraction. You need to express it as proper fraction.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me see.
If your teacher never fault you, then I will.
No, let's see his own working.
Never mind.
Let's go.
Never mind. O level standard.
Never
mind. O level standard. O level standard. Never mind. I'm not here to fault your teacher, but I want to fault you. Okay, next. Okay, O level standard is yes. Next.
My teacher failed.
No, but no. Your teacher never failed. Your teacher only get minus 1%. I mean minus 1 mark. Out of 100, so far your teacher only make one mistake, which is the improper fraction. But for you, you cannot afford to lose this 1 mark. Your teacher can, you cannot. Here 1 mark, the labeling of quadratic graph 1 mark, then
another 1 mark loss.
Never mind, but you cannot because you are the 75. Your teacher is the 90%. You understand me not?
No, I have a feeling he do all the same mistakes. See him.
But never mind, you cannot afford to lose 1 mark. He can or she can. You cannot because you always get 75. Everyone, you see minus 1. Whatever question I look at, you always get some minus 1.
No, I want to check again. Let's see if he do that or not.
Do what?
Never do. See.
Wait. 3.
I also like 3 what?
No, you didn't. Not at all. Nothing. 没有 nothing. You see? Nothing. Never mind. Okay. Don't compare with the wrong thing. Compare with perfection. Compare yourself with perfection. Okay. Next.
But for me, for a lot of people, usually they school.
You cannot afford to lose 1 mark. Your teacher can. I also can, but you cannot. So this one. Okay, actually for this question, it's very good. So actually, whenever you get in mathematics, whenever you can see an opportunity to factorize, you only factorize first. That's why you take out the 3 first.
use your method. Just write this out, then x equals, then you go to this part.
No, actually you just have to. Actually you can skip all this, you know. No need.
Yeah.
Then this one need. This one need because you need to write out the calculator one first.
Yeah.
Yes. Then they want to see how you factorize.
See, this kind of question, I don't even know why they bother putting it in. It's like so easy. But who knows? Maybe someone will smart this.
If I am the examiner or I am the paper setter, I think your class is going to score like 50 only.
Obviously.
Yes. If I pick all the hard questions for you guys, you guys cannot score already. Very demoralized. They are both equal, no equal. Okay, good. So basically it's solid. Then that one's not solid. Very good. Okay, let me take a look at this. Okay, very good. So you switch the sign. This one you also need to switch because you divide by very good. Does it make sense? Okay, it makes sense because it's bigger and this is smaller. Okay. You know sometimes the range can be split one, you know. It's not always in between.
Yeah, remember that time I asked you need to like.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't draw for this one, right? The graph. No, like remember that time you say this one.
Yeah, but this is not projected. Yeah. This is not projected.
Oh, this one is compound interest. Just.
So you use the formula.
Yeah.
Where do you get this formula from?
From you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah.
I watched your video.
Yeah. Hold on. They ask for what? Calculate the value of R, which is the interest rate, right? Let me see. How do you get from this to this? 1.19 to 1.03. How?
By
like doing a square root but with the power 5, right? Okay, good. Positive index.
Yeah, if you take this out, it will not be.
Actually, this positive index question, right, you could have done it better because there's a negative sign here, right? So what you do is you flip this one first. You flip it up and you flip this down. So this will be 1/3. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that you apply the 1/3 into each of
everything.
Yeah, everything. Then you simplify. Okay. 5 minus 3.5 should be 1.5, right? Yeah, should be 1.5. This is 5 minus 3.5. How can it be 2.5? Do you use a calculator?
No.
Oh, so your brain, your brain fools you already.
Wait, hold on.
5 minus 3.5 is 1.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Standard form. Okay, good. Yep, so far so good.
I think I used your. Remember we went through this.
Yes.
You say don't use the back method or something.
What bad method? What bad method?
Remember in the peer test, the W2 test people from Sec 1 or Sec 2. Then you say I use wrong.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah.
So what is so good about this method?
It's just like your preference. I mean, it's easier to see that if it's 100%, then you just use this.
Actually, I also don't know what you are writing.
Cool.
So you approximate to 1%. Wait, why you approximate? I don't understand. Okay, what is the working here? I don't understand. So you are saying 0.08% is 58 blah blah, right? So 1% is 73 da da da. So 100% is 7.37 and all this. Yeah. Yes, understand. Okay. Okay, good.
Let's
That's all for this
mock paper 1.
mock paper 1.
I started doing already halfway of the mock paper 2.
But it's funny they never test you this kind of question. Actually, this is a very common question in Sec 2.
Cool. Sec 2.
Because these days my Sec 2 student, they are doing the you know, the cone and then the cylinder and the prism thing.
It's in the paper 2.
Oh,
I think.
yes. So you can manage that, not?
I just saw.
Yeah. Yes.
It looks okay.
Looks okay.
Like what type? Like is it like what is it testing about?
Like find the volume and the surface area.
Oh. Can. Why
Okay.
not?
No. Let me just show you one thing. Okay. Let's say they give you this. So you see a hemisphere, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you see a cone, right? So they ask you the surface area. They ask you for the volume, no?
The volume of the whole figure.
Volume of the whole figure and then the surface area of the whole figure.
Okay.
So you need to use the okay. One thing I want to tell you is you need to have good habits. Let me tell you what is good habit, what is not good habit. If you have not good habit, then you will make mistake. Once you make one mistake, then all GG already. Okay. So let's say let's assume that you do this. Sometimes it's about good habit, bad habit. If you have bad habit, you make one mistake, the entire question is wrong. But if you have good habit, you have one mistake, you still get marks for other questions. Okay, so next time whenever you do surface area, total surface area, right, you need to do it this way. This one is your front, right? Then this one is the back. Hold on. Which one is easier for me? Okay, good. Yeah. So this is the back. So in a way, right, front and back is the same. So you just write like this: front and back, and then you go and figure out the area. Okay. Then you do the left and right. So this is considered a right. So that one is considered the left lah, right? So you write down left and right. Yes. So in this case, the top and the bottom is different lah. So you just do the bottom alone. Yeah. Right? Because the bottom in this case is a rectangle. Yeah, rectangle. But the top in this case is the side of the cylinder. Yeah. Half of it. Okay? So the strategy is to do them one by one, then add up at the end. Don't try to add, like don't try to the front is 2 times 5, and then the plus the top is 5 times 4. You know, if you do it this way, if your answer is wrong, let's say you make a mistake here, you know everything is wrong. You know that? So try to break it down and do the question. Okay? Okay? Okay, good. Yep. So that's it. I will go for my my football again. So any other question for me? No. Never mind. So you go back. Say, what about your A math mock paper?